This is the video for class 12th, and this is the numerical practice series number 3. The chapter which we are dealing is alternating current, and the topic which we will study today is AC circuit containing resistance only and AC circuit containing inductance only. So first of all, we will see what are the formulas which we will gonna deal. That is, first formula, that is effective resistance. If we are having only resistance in the circuit and the source which we are applying is AC, so in that case the effective resistance to this AC circuit will be R. So in that case, if you want to find out IV, that will be equals to effective EMF upon the effective resistance, that is R. Second point which we need to know is there will be no phase change in the introduced, means that is, if suppose the EMF, the AC source which is having the EMF E is equals to E naught sin omega t. So since there is no phase change, so we will be getting the I value, the current AC current equation as I is equals to I naught sin omega t. Only same equation will be there because since there is no phase change. And next, let us talk about the AC circuit containing inductance only. In that case, first point, that is AC through the AC means alternating current through an inductor lags behind the alternating EMF by a phase angle of 90 degree. Means what? If suppose we are providing the EMF, that is E is equals to E naught sin omega t. So since our phase, that is this omega t, is lagging, the alternating current is lagging behind the EMF by the phase angle of 90 degree. So in that case, our alternating current equation will become I is equals to I naught sin omega t minus 90 degree. Why minus 90 degree? Because the current is lagging behind the EMF by the phase angle of 90 degree. So the phase will change omega t to omega t minus 90 degree. So inductive reactance, in that case, we all know that when the inductance is indeed introduced in the circuit, so in that case inductive reactance is equals to XL, and that is equals to omega L, and omega can also be written as 2 pi nu, where nu is the frequency. So the formula, full-fledged formula, will come 2 pi nu L, and ultimately IV is equals to EV, that is the EMF, upon XL, that is the inductive reactance. In place of XL, you can keep the 2 pi nu L or as well as omega L. Next is the units used. We will gonna use these kind of units. For EMF, for every kind of EMF we will be using volt. For every kind of current we will be using ampere. The inductance will be in Henry. XL and R will be on ohm, because both are resistance only, and this nu is equals to frequency. So these are the units which we will gonna use during our numerical practice. Now let us solve one or two questions based on these formulas. Now let us solve the numerical number 1. What is written? An alternating voltage is given by V is equals to 140 sine 314 T, and is connected across a pure resistor of 50 ohm. So we have to find out the RMS current through the resistor. So first of all, what is given? Let me write down what is the equation which is given for the alternating voltage, that is EMF, is equals to 140 sine 314 T. Okay, so here what else is given? The resistance, pure resistor, is equals to given 50 ohm, and what else? Nothing else. And what we have to find out? EV, that is the ERMS, we have to find out. Okay, you can write IV is equals to IRMS also. Okay, there is no problem. I am writing here IV, you can write down IRMS as well. Both are same thing. Okay, now we have to find out the IRMS. For that we have to compare the this equation with the standard form of the EMF. Suppose if I am writing the standard form here only in the side of this equation, that is E is equals to E naught sine omega t. We are having the standard equation. So let us compare what are the quantities which are denoting each other. So here E naught is equals to 140, we can say, and our omega is equals to 314. So here I can write down our IE naught which we are getting is equals to 140 volt, as if we are comparing the equation. And what else I am getting? If through this, if I want to find out the I peak, that is the I peak value, so that I can also find out with this formula, E naught upon R. So R value is given 50 ohms and E naught is given 140. So from here I am getting I naught, that is the peak current, that is 140 upon 50. 0 से 0 cancel, and I will be getting 14 upon 5 ampere. So this is the peak value of the current. And as I want the IRMS, so we know one equation, we know one relation of IRMS value or IV value can also be written as I naught upon root 2. This is already we have done, and putting the value in this formula, I naught is equals to 14 upon 5, and root 2 value is 1.414. So I am here writing directly using the calculator. It can come out as 1.98, or it is comparatively it can be written as 2 ampere. So what is the IRMS value we are getting? IRMS value we are getting for this question is 1.98, or it is equals to 2 ampere. Okay. So next question, it is written here. Next question we can solve. It is a similar kind of question, an alternating voltage given by the same equation we are having. So this is the same type of question, 140 sine, but of course we have to find something else in this question. The equation of the voltage is given as same, is connected to a pure resistor of 50 ohm. So I can write down here 50 ohm. So find the frequency of the source. In this question you have to find out the frequency of the source. So for the frequency of the source, you have to compare the voltage given equation with the standard voltage of EMF, that is E naught sine omega t. So here in the previous question also I told what is omega. Omega is equals to 314. So I can write down here omega is equals to 314. Okay, and omega can also be written as we all know the formula of omega. Omega can also be written as 2 pi nu. So I can write down here 2 pi nu is equals to 314. So from here, if I will want to find out the frequency, so it will be equals to 314 divided by 2 into pi. Suppose if I will keep the pi value as 3.14, so from frequency formula 314, and from the frequency formula we can write down 3.14. And now it becomes very easy, and ultimately after the calculation of this I will be getting 50 hertz as my answer. So this is the value of the frequency of the source. So given type of question can also be solved. There are various kind of question, you can solve it according to the formula which can be used here. Now this is the last question, which is based on the pure inductor type of question. Suppose a pure inductor of 25 millihenry is connected to a source of 220 volt. Find the inductive reactance and RMS current in the circuit if the frequency of the source is 50 hertz. Okay, so first of all we have to write what are the things which are given. Inductance is given, how much, that is 25 millihenry. Millihenry can also be written as in the form of 25 into 10 raised to power minus 3 Henry. Okay, and what else is given? The connected to a source of 220 volt. I already we have discussed in the classes that which is 220 volt, which comes in our daily home and all, this is actually RMS or ERMS we can write down, and this is equals to 220 volt. And we have to find out the inductive reactance, means XL value we have to find out. And what else is given in the circuit, and if the frequency of the source is 50 hertz, we have to find out the inductive reactance and the RMS current. Yes, one more thing we have to find out, that is IRMS. Okay, what else? At the frequency of 50 hertz. So this is the thing which are given, these are the physical quantities. Now we have to apply the formula where we can find out the first of all we will find out the inductive reactance. So means we know one formula for inductive reactance, that is XL is equals to omega L, and omega L can also be written as 2 pi nu. So I am writing here 2 pi nu into L. Okay, and L value is given, how much? L value is given 25 into 10 raised to power minus 3, and frequency is given 50 hertz. So simply you just have to put the values, 2 into 22 by 7 into frequency is 50, and inductance value is given 25 into 10 raised to power minus 300. Okay, so after solving this, I'm not doing cutting here. After solving, we can find the multiplication with the help of calculator, and I'm writing, it will come 7.85 ohm. Okay, so inductance value which came in this question is 7.85 ohm. Now the next part which I need to find out, that is the IRMS value. Okay, and for finding out the IRMS value, what is given? IRMS can also be written as ERMS upon inductance, because since it is a purely inductor case, so we have to use this formula. And ERMS is given 220, and just now we find out the XL value, that is 7.85. After doing the calculation, what we are getting after doing the calculation, it will come out as 28 ampere. So this is the formula for this is the value for IRMS, and this is the value for XL. Now next topic which we will gonna deal in this series is the numericals based on the AC circuit containing capacitor and RLC circuit altogether.